Question number 43. What is the depth and horizontal distance of the submarine? Round your answer to 1 decimal place. So they told us in the question that they're calling out that side D is reference to the depth of the submarine, and side H is reference to the horizontal distance. Now, this one's a little bit different, class, because now they've labeled the side by a variable. So technically, we don't have to label our vertices A, B, and C, or B, C, and E, however we want to do that. But let's just label them anyway. So I'm going to label this one as angle B. Let's label this as angle C. And we'll label the submarine down here at angle D. All right, let's go through our steps of using trigonometry, because we have a triangle, a right triangle, with a known angle and a known side. Our trigonometry steps tell us to first write SOH, CA, TOA. The angle we know is angle B, so our reference angle is going to be equal to angle B. Next thing we have to figure out is which trig function to use. Well, that depends on which side we're solving first. Let's go ahead and solve for side D first. So I'm going to label that as, we're going to look for side D. Okay, so for side D, what side do we know? Well, let's label the names of our sides. BD is going to be the hypotenuse. BC is our side that's adjacent to angle B, and CD is a side that's opposite. So the side we know is H, hypotenuse. Let's go ahead and underline H and H. What side do we want to find? Well, that's going to be side D, which is the opposite side. So we underline opposite, and we find that the trig function we're going to use is sine. And so now we can go ahead and write our equation. Sine of 43 degrees, which is our reference angle, is equal to, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is our unknown side, which is labeled as variable D. Hypotenuse is our known side, which is 320 meters. I'm going to scroll a little bit here. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this up. We know that our unknown side is on top, so I'm going to multiply this side by 320, which means I'll multiply the left side by 320. 320 and the 320 cancel over on the right, and we end up with 320 times sine of 43 equals our unknown side D. Plug that into your calculator and you will get D is equal to approximately 218 or 218.239. Take a look at our unit of measure. It's meters. So that is meters. So our first answer is, for letter D, 218.239 meters. In the next video, we'll go ahead and solve for the length of side H.